It's the Evian Women's Pro Beach Volleyball Tour. Today, the fourth stop of the 1997 season, the WPVA Austin Open. It's a perfect spring day in Texas as the Women's Pro Beach Volleyball Tour heads inland for the WPVA Austin Open. Hello, everybody. I'm Maria Barnes, and working with me today, one of the WPVA's all-time greats, Liz Masakayan. And let's set the record straight right here, right now. No, Liz has not retired. She's just resting her knee.
That's right. I did play last weekend, and I will play in the next event in San Diego. But I think after all the pressures of the Olympics the last 2 years, I came back too fast, too much, too soon, and I have a little bit more time this year. I'm just making a slower entrance.
And congratulations on a great first tournament back last weekend with the 5th place. It's great to have you here.
Thanks.
Looking ahead at our final match, we have this year's top-ranked team pitted up against last year's top-ranked team. Lisa Arce and Holly McPeak, they won the first 2 events of the 97 season, and then they took a disappointing 5th place last week.
I think this team's going to come out very hungry to win this event, and they won the first 2, and that's what they're used to doing, and they need to come out and serve tough and put a lot of pressure on Fontana and Hanley with their defense.
They face off against Barbara Fontana and Linda Hanley. They were the top-ranked team on tour last year, but this is their first final of the 97 season.
I think this team is playing better as the season goes on, and what they really need to do, which is the biggest strength of this team, is to side out well and be patient with the tough serves they're going to be seeing.
All right, well, both these teams with something to prove. We've got number 3 against number 1 in our championship final coming up next. The Evian Women's Pro Beach Volleyball Tour is brought to you by Evian Natural Spring Water, Return to the Source, and by Carlos and Charlie's Restaurants, proud to host the WPVA Austin Open.
Sign up for Sprint Cents dime-a-minute rate now, and your evenings and weekends will never be the same again.
So I'm heading home from work, and suddenly, I'm in the dime zone. All at once, everyone's dog is getting off my lawn. The leaves start blowing into someone else's pool. And best of all my long-distance calls are just 10 cents a minute.
With Sprint Cents, you're in the dime zone. Every weeknight from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and all weekend long. So call now and get that great dime-a-minute rate when it makes the most sense, when you and the people you're calling have the most time to talk.
It's a typical Saturday morning, but this time, my wife actually enjoys her chat with my mother.
And when you sign up now, you'll also get an extra bonus up to 100 minutes free.
Sunday afternoon, my friends drop by and my wife insists they stay for lunch. My daughter even lets me use the phone.
Sign up for Sprint Cents dime-a-minute rate now and get up to 100 minutes free. Call now, 1-800-896-1010.
Sure, my old job gave me a paycheck, but it didn't give me much else. So I called ITT Tech. I always liked electronics, and with their help, I was able to turn what I like to do into what I'm paid to do. Now I have a job that gives me some real satisfaction, and something I never had before, a real future.
For an informative brochure, call ITT Tech at 1-800-942-0099. That's 1-800-942-0099.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, on the shores of Lake Travis for the Women's Pro Beach Volleyball Tour's 4th stop. Our championship match is coming up next, but first, Liz Masakayan chats with the winners of our 3rd place match. Liz?
Thanks, Maria. You know, that's a great match, back-to-back thirds. Carrie, you know, I noticed you're doing more of the blocking. Is that something that you're doing most of the tournament and more of the events, or is that something you do specifically for this team?
No, I've been doing it throughout the whole event, and I want to do it more often just to keep things simple and keep me focused on blocking. And the more I block, the better I get, and hopefully Angela will run down the balls.
All right, well, it seems to be working. Angela, were you surprised that they kept serving you? You started out great.
Well, they served me the first time we played them. They beat us, I think, 15-5. So I think that was their game plan. It's just this time, after speaking with our coach, Lori Forsythe, I felt a little more confident, and I was just going to be a lot more aggressive and swing away against them.
All right, congratulations. Back to you, Maria.
All right. Thanks, Liz. And we are set for our championship match. Fontana and Hanley face off against RC and McPeak. This is the first meeting between these two teams this season. Barbara Fontana, 5'6". She has 9 WPVA wins. Graduate of Stanford University. Picked up a law degree at Santa Clara. She is partnered with Linda Hanley, 5'9", All-American out of UCLA. She's a big lefty with a powerful arm swing. She has 8 WPVA wins. This is their 17th event together. Together, they have won 4 tournaments. Took a 4th in the Olympics last summer. And a look at McPeak and RC. Lisa RC at 5'11", one of the taller players on tour, a graduate of Cal. She has 6 wins, all of those picked up with her current partner, Holly McPeak. Holly McPeak, most valuable player on tour the last 2 years. She has 18 career wins. 6 of those with RC. 12 with Reno. We took a 5th with Kirby this weekend. These 2 players won the first 2 tournaments of the 97 season. Disappointing 5th last week, looking to reestablish themselves as a top team on tour. And nice day here in Austin, Texas. About 79 degrees, 70% humidity. The clouds have been rolling in and out. And when it is cloudy, it is windy. But when the sun's out, there's been no wind at all. So great conditions as we start our championship match.
Great way for Hanley to come off the start here. Just swinging, being aggressive. I think she knows they're going to go for her.
Look at Linda Hanley. The only lefty on the court. Fontana serves. Come on. RC on 2, picked up. Fontana down the line. First point of the match. First point for Fontana and Hanley.
You know, I did ask Carrie Papinga whether the wind was a factor, and she said that the good side was where Barb and Linda are playing on right now, and that's why Holly and RC had the first serve. They had the serve, and these guys have the side.
Okay, so Fontana and Hanley start on the good side. They pick up 1 quick point. McPeak gets the side out with a nice deep hit.
You can tell that this is a jumping surface. Everyone's coming out swinging.
That's right. It's a pretty hard-packed surface. There was a lot of rain here on Thursday. Pack it down even more. Go. RC serves. Fontana uses the net. McPeak picks it up. Wow, what a play. Fontana picked up. And Hanley checked that. RC gets the outside of the line.
That was a great hustle by Lisa to getting that ball up. Holly had to dig it all the way to the end line.
And right at the start of this match, a great rally. Good D on both sides.
Gives Fontana Hanley a free ball. And they should have put that away, but Lisa was right there.
And right away, 2 quick points to score 1-1 in our championship match. We'll be back.
In continuing efforts to feed Houston's hungry, TCI recently donated $2,500 to the End Hunger Network. With donations from local businesses and organizations, the network acquired a refrigerated truck to deliver perishable food items to area shelters for distribution to the needy. The truck was recently christened and has already been put into service. For information on how you can help, call the End Hunger Network or leave your non-perishable food donation in the red barrel at your local supermarket. TCI and the End Hunger Network, working together to feed Houston's hungry.
Hey, if you're a 4th grader in HISD and you want to earn a buck, I got one word for you. Rap Dart Gab. Rap, read a book. Dart, do a report. Gab, get a buck. To help motivate us 4th graders in HISD, the Houston Automobile Dealers Association is sponsoring the Earning by Learning program. Think Rap Dart Gab. Rap, read a book. Dart, do a report. Gab, get a buck. It's cool to read and it pays pretty good, too. Thanks to the Houston Automobile Dealers Association. Rap Dart Gab. Read a book. Do a report. Get a buck.
And it's a beautiful day on the shores of Lake Travis, just outside Austin, Texas. We're at our 4th stop on the WPVA tour. The beginning of our championship match between RC and McPeak and Fontana and Hanley. The score tied 1-1. Lisa RC back to serve. Into the net, side out. Fontana and Hanley.
It seems as though, if I had to guess, Lisa's just going back there and swinging hard the ball to the middle of the court, not really targeting at one person.
She is one of the best servers on tour. Hanley's made huge improvements with her serve also. Tough serve. And that's outside the antenna. That's a point for Fontana and Hanley.
That was a tough serve. It's a great serve by Linda, and then, you know, to make Holly pass a ball like that, it has to be a pretty good serve.
You'll notice Hanley has her ankle taped. She turned it in practice on Thursday. Just a slight sprain, so it's not bothering her too much. And another great serve by Hanley, and another quick point.
Number 3.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious from the start here they're going to pick on Holly. After that last serve that Holly got that dropped down, I think she wasn't expecting something to come up high. So that was a really tough serve for her to handle.
All right, here we go. Right here, push!
Hanley serving. The wind is picked up again. So right now, Fontana and Hanley on the good side, serving into that wind. They continue to work McPeak. Nice deep hit by McPeak.
That's the way. Holly's got to swing when there's no block up. And I think Linda and Barb are keeping her guessing, staying up, pulling off.
McPeak serves. See the wind carry that ball closer to the net. That's a point for McPeak and RC. We have 3-2 in our championship match. We'll change sides. We'll see what happens once McPeak and RC move to the good side. We'll be back for more action in a few.
You know, ideas and inventions come from people in all walks of life, and most of the century's top inventions came from individuals, not companies. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? Are you interested in trying to submit your idea to companies for a good faith review and in trying to patent it as well? If so, Invention Submission Corporation has information to help you get started. ISC is America's largest inventor service firm with over 50 offices nationwide. Call this toll-free number now to see how to get this free information. The information includes forms to assure confidentiality, a form to record and date your idea, plus an informative brochure that explains how to submit your idea to companies through ISC's data bank and how to apply for a patent. Even if you only have an idea for improving an existing product, you'll want to call now for ISC's free information.
For your free inventor's information, call Invention Submission Corporation now at 1-800-522-5333. That's 1-800-522-5333.
Welcome back to Austin, Texas. A beautiful day for houseboating. Looks fun, doesn't it, Liz?
Absolutely. What are you doing here?
I don't know. Well, she's a Stanford graduate, a research diver. She studies the behavior of wolves, and, oh yeah, she happens to be one of the best players on the tour. And we caught up with Nancy Reno at her home in San Diego to find out more about this well-rounded woman.
I've always wanted to be a field scientist and professor at a university, and I have a hard time shaking that. You know, I was in a PhD program in Colorado and was pretty much on my way to being that, but volleyball was going a little too well, and it grabbed me, and it won't let go. I want to stop. No. So hopefully, you know, I'll hopefully teach biology somewhere, do research, continue my education, have a great time. Some of it has to do with the way I dress, I guess, but that's a pretty superficial reason. I'm my own person, and I definitely am opinionated and don't shy away from, I guess, voicing some of the things I believe in. So that's probably where the reputation comes from. Last year with the Olympics, it was definitely a crazy year, and it was very tiring. And now my life is back to normal, and I do appreciate it. And you know, my injury's behind me. A lot of that craziness is behind me, and I can go back to the things that I love doing, just purely training and just enjoying the game. It's been pretty tough for me to live in Southern California. It's not where I'm from, and I'm a very outdoorsy person. So for now, I've just created my own little habitat around here, and it gives me sanity to have a beautiful outdoor experience here in my backyard. And you know, my roommates and I have a killer garden, and we're putting in a chicken coop, so I kind of feel like I live in the country until I hop on the 5 freeway. I'm in denial. I think I have accomplished a lot of things I set out to do. You know, I think people enjoy watching me out there and my style of play. It's very powerful and somewhat unique on the beach. And those are the kinds of things that are important to me, that I'm contributing to hopefully making the game attractive, making it entertaining. And as far as athletically, for me to continue working extremely hard and staying healthy, you know, if I can be pain-free, I'm going to be a happy player on the court, and it's going to show in my play.
Well, I think Nancy says that she's going to have a great, fun season if she's pain-free, and it looks like this weekend it was a factor in them getting a 5th, her and Kirby. And I know this situation all too well. And I think she probably, not that she came back too fast, but maybe a little too much too fast.
That's right, Kirby and Reno lost 15-7 to Fontana and Hanley, and at the 14th quarter of the match, they took a long medical timeout. Reno's shoulder was bothering her. So the score now 3-2 in our championship match. Fontana and Hanley up by 1 as Barbara Fontana goes back to serve.
Just by that last serve, I really do think the side is becoming more of a factor. That ball dropped. Hanley made a great set on that pass.
They continue to work McPeak. Nice D by Hanley. RC is wide. That's a point for Fontana and Hanley. They go up 4-2.
It's a nice pull-off by Hanley. She knows where Holly wants to go, and that's the deep line. And I think Lisa had that play. She just tried to make too perfect of a shot, but it was open for her.
What do you think of the strategy to serve McPeak?
I think it's a good strategy right now. It is tough. People don't do it because they don't want to defend the on-2 by Lisa.
That time they go at RC. Set is tight.
RC with a great catch shot for the side out.
Nice quick reactions by Lisa RC. They get the side out.
Lisa will serve.
That was a tough serve by Barbara. I don't know if Lisa was ready to take that. It was kind of in the middle, but you know, sometimes you got to throw a bone every once in a while here and there to Lisa and see if she's ready. She handled that well.
Here we go. Go here.
RC back to serve. She's working on her teaching credential. She's an assistant coach at Maricosta High School. Nice deep serve. Hanley goes on 2.
That's a nice serve by Lisa. Forced Barbara to pass that ball really high. Linda handled that well. It's a tough play to be able to hit that on 2.
Hanley to serve.
Right there, Lisa, reach line. Don't run it.
Chance for a point here.
Me. Yeah.
Barb had to go.
Oh,
RC.
Last on that, Wilson.
Kaboom.
It was a great touch by Barbara, but they had to give the other team a free ball, and that's what sets this up for Lisa to just unload. It's tough to give Lisa a free net like that.
Holly McPeak to serve.
So McPeak and RC pick up the side out. Fontana and Hanley lead 4-2. Hanley on 2 again.
Hanley on 2, side out.
It's Something new? They don't normally do that much.
No, but sometimes when the balls pass, if they're on the bad side and the pass gets a little too close for Linda to set, she'll hit it on too. So I think that's kind of what happened there.
You're saying the wind could continue to take the ball over, so why not hit?
Right. And it makes it for a tough set for Hanley.
McPeak with a rare hitting error. That ball's wide. Fontana and Hanley pick up point number 5.
I think they're mixing it up. Staying up at the net with Holly pulling off. That's what they have to do. Keep her guessing.
In the last 3 tournaments, McPeak has not had more than 2 hitting errors in a single match. Normally very consistent offensively.
Down service long, side out.
Fontana is long, side out. McPeak and RC.
RC. Cal Berkeley graduate to the service line.
Holly's such a great shot player that I think sometimes people don't expect her to swing, but she's just as great as a hitter.
Here we go, Lee.
RC serve is wide.
Side out.
And we're seeing serving errors and hitting errors for McPeak and RC early on. RC with 2 service errors, and both McPeak and RC have 1 hitting error each. This is a team that normally plays very error-free. RC bangs it.
That's a great set by Holly. It's a high pass off the net. She takes it with her hands. And Lisa just bangs. Actually, Linda was right there. It just goes to show you how great that hit was. It's tough to dig even though you're right there.
Please move that so we can do some work. Thank you.
Holly McPeak back to serve. MVP and top defender the last 2 years.
You can take it. Right here, right here. No one, middle, hard. Oh my God.
Nice dig.
Right there, nobody.
RC. Hitting well. Hitting hard.
Very hard. And once again, Holly sets her very well. Swing. It's kind of tough. You know, you don't know whether sometimes to block that ball. It was a great set, kind of the gray area, 3-4 feet off the net.
Speaking of setting, who would you rather have setting you more than any other player out here?
Out here?
Yeah.
Mine.
Probably Holly or Barbara. They're definitely the better setters on this team.
RC seems to be enjoying the set she's getting from McPeak in this match so far, hitting well.
She almost got that. We know Linda likes to hit that line, and Lisa just didn't quite get over the net as far as she could have.
Fontana serves. Short set.
McPeak, quick set, side out.
Is that a smart play for RC to do that quick set to McPeak like that?
Yeah, especially when Holly passes it close to the net. Her momentum is going forward. I think if there's wind, you don't want to be able to set it high. You want a low set. There's less room for error.
RC to serve.
Go. Come on, Barbara. I got it, Lisa. Right there, you're on. Go!
Off play. Well handled by McPeak and RC. They pick up another point.
That's a tough serve to handle.
Our score is now 5-4. Fontana and Hanley lead.
Boy, that looks like a roquet pokey.
It does. You just draw a circle right there on the court. How many times does the ball hit this spot? RC deep middle, 8.
RC and a side change, Lake Travis.
Got a side switch. McPeak and RC pick up their 5th point. We're tied at 5-5.
I think this is the most lethal serve by any team is down the middle. You just don't know who's going to pass that. You don't know who's going to jump on it first, be aggressive, and you just make both players think.
That's right, Liz, especially when it's nice and deep like that one was. So McPeak and RC pick one up. We're tied at back.
When it comes to championships, Fox Sports News brings you expert insight and analysis.
We take you everywhere.
Live on site, Fox Sports News, we are there. And now you can be too. Play the Gatorade Championship Game. A winning cap sends you to all 5 of the greatest sporting events of the year. Look under the cap of any specially marked Gatorade Thirst Quencher bottle to win tickets to the NBA Finals, the World Series, the Stanley Cup Finals, the Daytona 500, and the Super Bowl, or one of millions of prizes. Play the Gatorade Championship Game today.
The NBA Finals, the World Series, the Stanley Cup Final. the Daytona 500, and the Super Bowl. Until now, there was only one man behind the scenes at every event. His name is Bill. He delivers the Gatorade. Twist off a winning cap, and you too are headed to all 5 of the greatest sporting events of the year, just like Bill, without all that heavy lifting.
Players Island Casino in Lake Charles, where the winning is easy. Come on out and join the fun. There's always a party at Players, with more action, more restaurants, more lounges, more excitement, more food, more fun. You got to play to win, and Players Island is the winner's choice. Use your free Players Preferred card and receive valuable prizes like free meals, gifts, hotel rooms, and more. On Interstate 10, just 2 hours east of Houston. Players Island Casino, where the winning is easy.
Welcome back to the 4th stop on the WPVA Tour. We're in Austin, Texas. Our next event is the San Diego Open, June 3rd. Check your local listings for that show. And Liz, you'll be playing in that event. Who will you be playing with?
I think I'm going to play with Elaine Young. She's never played in the doubles tournament. I don't even know she's a member of the WPVA, but she just got back from. She just got back from Italy 2 days ago. I just spoke to her.
She's a national team player, right?
Right, but she's done on the national team. She's playing professionally over there. But I coached her at UCLA for 2 years, so I know her well.
All right. You guys will be a good team. No one tight. Oh, what a crafty play by Linda Hanley.
That's kind of an unusual play. A great save by Barbara off the net, and a nice bump cut by Hanley.
Bump cut. All right.
Made that look really easy.
Hanley serves.
Come on, middle. Right there, nobody angle. I got it.
Montana with the dig, not playable.
You see that middle serve that Hanley just gave Lisa? Lisa was really aggressive, and it's a lot easier to know that that's Lisa's ball because Hanley's standing on her angle. So she knows that if the ball goes cross-court to the middle, it is definitely Lisa's ball. But when you serve middle to middle, like when Lisa served that ace, you don't know whose ball it is. So Lisa was really aggressive in passing the ball, did a great job.
Kudos to RC. That's off the net. Great placement by Hanley.
There's a deep middle hit again on a broken play. That set was about 10 feet off the net. Hanley was really, really aggressive. Put it in the perfect spot in the deep middle.
Lettuce Hanley has her ankle taped. She turned it in practice on Thursday. Still light spring. Remember, she did that last year at the Kauai event. The first time she's re-injured it since then. So it's not bothering her too much. RC just around the defense, picks up the side out.
That's a very smart play by Lisa. I think it puts the defense, it gets her butts down in the sand, think that she's going to crank the ball straight down, and then can't move for the shot. She's a really finesse shot right there.
Plus those long arms, it's so tough to tell what she's doing.
Listen, okay, go.
RC serving.
RC to serve. And it's long.
That serve is long. Side out Hanley with the serve.
It's the third service error for RC. Her serve a big part of their game.
Hold on. The ball right there. All right, here we go.
Wind picking up here.
Good, good. I got you. Right there. Over here.
Tight.
Go, 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 go.
Montana plays it out of the net. Point for Montana and Hanley.
I think the wind is becoming a factor. Those serves are dropping.
It's amazing how quickly it picks up and then how quickly it dies down.
Right, the serve drops, so it forces the player to pass the ball a little tighter to the net than they would like, and then the set blows on, and that's what you saw there. Everything was a little too much towards the other side.
Hanley serves. They go to McPeak. McPeak high off the hands of Montana for the side out.
That's another quick set. I think the wind must be more of a factor than we think because Holly's doing more quick sets, which, like I said before, decreases the errors of a set.
And McPeak is a great setter. In fact, she set UCLA to a national championship in 1990. Were you coaching then?
No,
UCLA?
91.
No, 91.
Actually, I coached with Holly.
Along with her.
Right.
McPeak to serve. Great play by Hanley.
With the changeup, the ball hits
Another on two for Fontana and Hanley.
I think when teams are serving so tough, what happens is you got to take the pressure off the passer. So any decent pass like we just saw Barbara passing, you got to be able to either set it or hit it on two. Got to better the ball. Takes the pressure off the passer.
Fontana to serve.
Great dig.
Deep middle. Picked up that time by RC. Oh, what a dig. McPeak gets there.
Great digging by Barbara.
Boy, I'll say, wow.
I think it's much harder to dig a ball that's straight down than it is to run down a ball.
Fontana doing it all in this rally.
Goes back to her cut shot. I think Holly knows that she wants to go to her cut shot when she doesn't see the court as well during a rally. I don't know if Lisa thought Holly was up. That's why she did that. That's why she hit it on two.
Mark that one, rally of the match so far. Fabulous defense by Barbara Fontana. They go up 7-5.
And highline. Come on.
McPeak.
Holly going high down the line, side out.
There it is, her favorite shot. She does it so well. But you don't always want to just be plastered there on the line because she can swing around the block across court.
Lisa RC serving.
Right here.
RC to serve. Hanley just over the block into the hole. Both teams have kind of steadied out here.
7-5.
It's easier to make that shot over the block over Holly versus Lisa. You can make that shot be a little lower so it can go down faster because Holly's not as big a block as Lisa.
Hanley to serve. They are up 7-5. Tough serve.
And no, we're hiding one.
McPeak swings.
Nice set by Lisa. Gives Holly an open net. That's a great serve. Holly has a little bit of a tough time handling it. Has a little bit of backspin on it. Lisa sets a run on the net. Gives her an open net to swing.
Great D. McPeak hammer.
Hanley can't be too upset with that. That was a great cut, and Holly happened to just run that ball down fast. That was a nice motor by Holly right there. And
Yeah, because it was a well-hit ball by Hanley.
It was. She can't be too upset about that, but way to swing for the point.
McPeak to serve.
No one.
Another chance for a point. Double hit called on Lisa Artsy. What do you think of that call?
That was a pretty good call. That Holly's dig was spinning a lot, and I think Lisa was pretty aggressive in trying to take it with her hands, which is great.
Yeah, a lot of backspin on that. Our F official, Steve Burmaster, with the call there. Tight set. Joust won by Hanley.
Hanley winning the joust at the net for the point. 8-6.
The 8th point of the match for Fontana and Hanley. They go up by 2.
It's a great choice by Hanley to stay up there in a tight set.
Fontana back to serve. We really have two of the best defenders in the sport right now, other than yourself, of course, sitting up here.
Thanks.
Watching. In McPeak and Fontana, they've kind of shared best defender awards the last couple of years.
Go right now for a point, Lee.
Kill number 15 for RC.
Lisa took the pressure off of Holly trying to side out there by hitting it on 2. Helps a lot.
RC back to serve. Sticks the net to side out for Fontana and Hanley.
You know, I've noticed Lisa staying down sometimes and serving, and I think maybe she just doesn't have enough the confidence she usually has in jump serving, and I don't know whether it has to do with the wind or what.
Yeah, that is her 4th service error in the match. Sometimes you just have an off-serving match.
Yes, we do.
McPeak, nice play, tight set.
Holtby kept shot, side out. Holly stepping to the service line. Looking for a side change.
Holly McPeak back to serve. In the last 3 years on the WPVA, never finished lower than third until last week. She and RC picked up a fifth. She said it's taken her all week to shake it off. Montana deep.
Barbara sees the court so well. She saw Holly on the angle, and actually that's a good play by RC McPeak because a lot of us don't want to challenge Lisa high over the block like Barbara just did, and that's why you see Holly on her angle.
So Montana picks up the side out. They are up 8-6. Remember, this is the first meeting between these two teams this year.
Yeah, no, I cut hard. Hold on.
Great dig.
No, I.
Almost there by RC. That was a nice pickup by McPeak.
And a side change.
Our score, 9-6. Montana and Haley in our championship match. Stay with us. It's a great one.
You know, ideas and inventions come from people in all walks of life. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? If so, Invention Submission Corporation has information to help you get started. ISC is America's largest inventor service firm. Call now and learn how to submit your idea to companies through ISC's data bank and apply for a patent. Even if your idea is just to improve an existing product, call for ISC's free information.
For your free information, call 1-800-522-5333.
Tim Conway's back, and he's hauling in a whopper. It's Dorf Goes Fishing, this year's funniest comedy home video. Let Tim Conway, as that master sportsman Dorf, show you everything you've always wanted to know about fishing. Go back in time to man's first fishing method. Let Dorf show you what to wear, how to clean your day's catch, how to get in shape, the joys of fishing with your spouse, plus important boating and safety tips. Dorf Goes Fishing is guaranteed to be the funniest fishing video you've ever seen, and it's not available in stores. So what are you waiting for? Call and order Dorf Goes Fishing today. Call now and you'll get Dorf Goes Fishing plus this official Dorf floating keychain absolutely free.
For rush delivery, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-592-1222. The funniest, the most outrageous Tim Conway at his very best, Dorf Goes Fishing. That's 1-800-592-1222. Or send $19.95 plus $4 to the address shown on your screen. Order now.
Here is one of the most dominant women in the history of the sport, along with Carolyn Kirby. You two had quite a run in the early 1990s. Do you think it's possible to do that today, given the depth of the tour?
It'd be a lot tougher, I'd have to say, but it would be nice to do it again.
Well, you two took turns being named MVP and over 5 straight years, and you won 12 of 13 team titles and 11 of 14 team titles in '94. You really were, I mean, I can't think of another team other than, you know, on the men's tour, maybe Karai and Steffes that have been able to dominate for so long.
It was a great time, and I'm hopefully looking forward to doing that again.
Well, I'm glad it's over because I know I ran out of stuff to talk about with just the two of you winning every tournament. So back to action. Our score, 9-6. Fontana and Hanley in the lead, and we're in the midst of a great rally on center court. Come on!
WPVA volleyball.
That's a nice play by RC. Saw the court, line was open, Barbara was sitting on the angle. Makes it look so easy.
It's RC.
Yes.
Will be serving 6, serving 9.
RC back to serve. They trail 9-6.
Lisa's going to wait about 20 seconds.
Barbara Fontana calls the stand timeout. So it's been a tight match, a seesaw battle here in our championship final. Fontana and Hanley in the lead, 9-6.
Every 5 points, teams.
For the past 15 years, CNN headline news has captured unforgettable moments.
The flight of terror ended.
From tragedy.
A huge fireball was visible from the ground.
To triumph.
A mammoth rescue effort paid off.
Through conflict.
Another Patriot launched just now.
And in controversy.
It's a grim day for O.J.
CNN headline news, bringing you the world for 15 years, 30 minutes at a time.
Headline News is sponsored in part by Grand Prize Barbecue, now with 3 locations. Grand Prize Barbecue.
Do you talk back to your TV?
Of course. But I also talk back to my microwave. My whole family talks back to the tube. It shows kids you can question what you see.
You gotta show the TV who's the boss.
What do you say to your TV?
I point out stereotyping to my kids.
I say nobody solves their problems in a half an hour.
Don't just sit there. Talk back.
I heard that.
Tune into Kids and Family. Watch Smart.
It's gone out. It's post time. Sound the bell. Feel the thunder. And hope for the finish.
Lone Star Park Racing, Sunday at 11:30 on Fox Sports Southwest.
Nice crowd on hand here off the shores of Lake Trout, outside of Austin, Texas, in the middle of our championship match. Fontana and Hanley leading 9-6 over McPeak and RC. Lisa RC to serve. Ace serve for Lisa RC. Nice deep middle serve.
Okay, I am convinced that there is a side here because Hanley Fontana started on the side.
On the side that McPeak and RC are on.
Right, and it just makes a lot for better tough serving. I just see that with Lisa right here. It's a great serve into the wind, drops in the middle.
And you're right, 7 of Fontana and Hanley's 9 points have been scored. So they've been on the good side.
And with the cut shot, over the side out.
4 of McPeak and RC's have come on the good side.
So doing the math, that's 11 out of 16 points.
There you go. Now, whoever said you couldn't have been a math major at UCLA? What could you be doing at UCLA?
Social psychology. Oh, there comes the glasses off from.
There they go.
That's just the Hanley patented blow brain.
Yes, the sure sign.
Right there. Check it out.
Beauty.
You know, sometimes you don't know whether that puts her more in the tank or fires her up. It just depends.
I'd say it's 50-50. I always watch to see. It goes all one way or the other.
That was classic.
If they don't win this rally, she is going to blow brain again.
You can definitely tell the wind was back to there. It was a tough ball for Linda to swing at. She just kind of tapped it down right in the middle.
You can also see the effect of the wind because McPeak was there to dig it.
Yes, she was, and the ball just went straight down.
9-7.
That is a great effort there by Fontana. What wheels? Fontana to serve. Push McPeak deep. Tight set. McPeak puts it down.
Side out.
Side out for McPeak and RC.
There's that shot again in the middle. I think Lisa's just going back here and serving tough. She's serving from the middle here. And my guess is she's going to the middle. Deep middle between them. Not really going towards a certain player.
Good. Out of the net.
Nice tough serve.
You got it. Right there.
Beautiful shot by RC. Pick up a point. Closing the gap. The score now 8-9.
Lisa puts a lot of pressure on their siding out because of that tough serve. It forced them to give them a free ball to make it so simple for them to transition and get an easy point.
Another tough serve. Lisa RC, 2 back-to-back. Difficult serve. She ties things up. The score now 9-9 in our championship match.
Sometimes it takes a while to get your confidence, question what type of serve you want to go after, and I think Lisa's got it now, halfway through the game. Middle-to-middle serve. It's a great serve.
That's right. She started off a little rocky, forced service errors, but RC able to turn it around here late in the match. The WPVA is in its 11th year, having grown tremendously in that time, and the person most responsible for getting the WPVA off the ground was one of the best players ever, Nina Matthews.
We planted those 2 trees up there on that hill.
Nina Matthews strolls the hills of Malibu with her 2 sons, Morgan and Marty, not far from the beach where she learned to love volleyball.
I was born and raised in Manhattan Beach on the Strand, and my parents, on 16th Street in the Strand, and my parents played volleyball I probably was in the sand when I was a baby.
Matthews was a dominating beach player in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Thing was, there wasn't an organized tour. That is, until Matthews helped start the WPVA in 1987.
I really felt that a women's pro tour could go for many, many years. Just playing in the early 60s and 70s, we always had great crowds watching the women play. I think that we all believed, the women players, that we had a viable product, and we just needed someone to believe in us as a sponsor or to help us kind of go along, get along the way. Money, it sounds funny, but wasn't really the reason why. And it wasn't really to get on TV or anything. It was just to play. We just wanted to play in an organized, structured manner where we knew we could come down on Saturday and Sunday and have a competitive event and show that we could play, that we were good volleyball players. And that was the reason why I started.
After the tour began, Matthews earned 44 Final Four finishes before retiring in 1992.
I don't think there's anything like this adrenaline and rush of using your body athletically to accomplish skills. And it's something that I miss very, very much.
But the game doesn't miss Matthews. She's the women's head volleyball coach at Pepperdine University and trains her good buddies, Elaine Roquet and Denny Schubert-Knoop, on the beach. But it was last year at a tournament in Hermosa Beach where Matthews looked around and saw just how far the women's game had come from the days when players were fighting for not much more than respectability.
Just seeing Hermosa, I thought, wow, I don't know if they know how lucky they are. It was huge. Huge difference. It was beautiful. It was really fun. Really great for the girls. I don't know that all of them understand where it came from, and even though maybe it's not where they'd like it to be, it's come so far and in a short time, and I think it's on such a steady, stable base. I think it's wonderful.
All right, gang, you heard the whistle.
Last year the WPVA initiated a special award in honor of her called the Nina Matthews Award. This award was given to a person that may or may not be a player who has been instrumental in the growth of the sport. And she was one of the founding members of the WPVA and was the president in its first full season. And I just remember Nina playing back in the early 80s. We used to play against her, and I just thought, my God, this woman is incredible.
She is that, her ability to juggle so many things. What an impact she's had. Score tied 9-9 in our championship match as Hanley delivers one deep. Side out for Fontana and Hanley.
Getting back to Nina, when she said it in her interview that she doesn't know how lucky we are, I truly believe that we don't know how lucky we are. And a lot of the players on the tour today have no clue how this all came about for them.
A lot of work. Tight set. McPeak puts pokes it deep. Side out McPeak and RC. So McPeak and RC, they've won 2 of 3 this year. It's the first final for Fontana and Hanley. First meeting for these two teams. In my opinion, the pressure is on Fontana and Hanley to pull one out.
Well, only because it's their first final. But Holly and Lisa are used to winning. So I think Fontana and Hanley being the underdog here, they have less pressure. And Holly and Lisa, by losing last weekend, they really want to come back on top and show everyone that they are the #1 team. So I think the pressure's on them.
9 apiece. Barbara Fontana serving championship match.
So will they rise to the occasion? Tight match, 9-9, 3 ties. Fontana serves.
Right there, nobody. Just take it.
It's a great play there by RC. Hanley, how about that hit?
Hanley getting a knuckle on that for a point.
hustle by Hanley, getting that ball off the tape, and then getting up, getting a set from behind her. That's a really tough way to swing. Watch how Fontana gives her a set behind Linda. Her back's to the net, and then she has to turn around and swing deep. That's a tough ball to hit.
And she put some heat on it, too.
Yeah.
Fontana and Hanley go up 10-9.
Right there, open. Come on.
RC down the line.
It's a great set by Holly. You see Barbara was waiting to dig her angle like she's seen RC hit before, and then Lisa saw that once again Barbara's butt's on the sand. Gives her a perfect time to hit the high line.
You like that word, don't you?
Just dug in. You have to be dug in to dig Lisa's balls.
You're right, you do. She's got some heat. And Hanley uses McPeak's block out of bounds.
I think that's really key for Linda to stay aggressive. It's definitely been working for her.
Holding on to that 1-point lead, 10-9.
Linda Hanley, mother of 2. Matthew is 6. Turner is 4. Her husband John was an All-American player at the University of Hawaii and also a great beach player.
Right there, over there.
RC
down the line.
Got that great turn.
Yeah, I think Lisa has a little bit more confidence swinging against Barbara at the net than Hanley. And that's what she showed she was going to do right here, just swing around Barbara.
Field number 17 for Lisa Arce.
And rightly so. Hanley has 1, 2, 3 every week in blocks in a tournament. She is one of the better blockers on tour. Her blocking very underrated, in my opinion. Whoa! McPeak, that's a tough serve through the middle. That ball dropped.
You know, that is a really tough serve. It did drop into the wind, and it started off at Barbara, which is usually her middle top. Linda thought that was hers.
McPeak with the ace ties things up at 10-10.
So you got an international calling plan with one flat rate, but...
Hello, we're not in right now. Please leave a message.
no one's home during the week to enjoy it.
Hey, sorry I missed you. Leave a message at the beep.
Here's a plan that makes more sense. Introducing a great new rate from Sprint Sense International on weekends. 10 cents a minute to the UK and Canada. Call now and get this incredible rate to the UK all weekend long.
Hello. Hi, Mom. Hello, dear. I'll run and get your father. Granny! Oh, wait. Say hello to the kids first. All right.
And get the same low 10-cent rate to Canada. Hello?
Hey, look who's home.
Of course, it's Sunday. The game's on.
Oh, yeah.
You'll also get Sprint's famous dime-a-minute domestic rate. Call now and find out about Sprint's great rates to other countries, too. Finally, incredible rates at convenient times for you and the people you call. For 10 cents a minute to the UK and Canada all weekend. Call now. 1-800-293-2844.
Feel the burn as Dallas gives the MLS a Texas-style workout, flipping over their opponents and blocking the competition. The Wizards take on the Burn Friday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Southwest. LA's flamethrowers fire it up. Will our Astros be ready to explode at the plate? Monday at 6:30 on Fox Sports Southwest.
One on center court. The score tied 10-10. McPeak and RC Fontana and Hanley in a dogfight.
Well, I think when RC McPeak were on the good side, they scored 4 points on that side. And only Barbara Linda only scored 1 on the bad side. So what Barbara and Linda need to do is they need to definitely get at least 3 points. 4 would be a bonus on this side.
Okay. They've got their homework assignment. Let's see if they follow through. Hanley down the line.
What you really want to concentrate on right now is not necessarily what the score is, but being able to win the side, at least the 3-2 side switch, especially when you're on the good side.
Serving 10.
And like I said, 4 would be a bonus.
As the clouds roll in, the wind picks up. When the sun comes out, it tends to die down. So you want it to be cloudy when you're on the good side. McPeak delivered. That's some heat.
That was definitely one of the hardest hits I've seen Holly hit. And that's tough to defend. She hit it right on the sideline.
Lisa Arce.
Lisa just needs to keep going for her serve. She's doing well lately.
Right there, Bob. Nobody. Montana deep middle picked up that time. Great D. Montana kind of stumbled on the line.
Well, that's a tough ball to pass and control. That's a great dig by Holly, but you can see as it ticks the net right there, you can barely see it, and kind of threw Barbara's ball handling a little bit off. And plus, I don't know if she knew if it was out or in. So a little indecision. It's a tough ball to play by Barbara.
And for the first time in this match, RC McPeak are up. The score 11 to 10. Yeah, I think it was a combination of the ball ticking the net and the wind. I mean, you got to remember the wind is blowing cross court right there.
And being on the sideline, I don't know if Hanley could have given her a call. It's a tough ball to call when she's all the way on the other side of the net.
Costly error.
Court.
As you mentioned, they're on the good side. They need 3, maybe 4 over here. Nice set. Hanley.
Hanley with some heat. Side out, Linda to serve. Down by a point, 10-11.
How do you block Hanley?
Kill number 21 already for
Hanley hits pretty extreme. Either really sharp angle or really line. So you either got to take one or the other.
She likes to hit line, so start by taking her angle?
You know, it just depends.
Go, 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 go!
RC off the block for the side out.
I think that depending on the wind, too, if it's hard for her to turn it back to the line, then you want to start blocking her angle. So it all depends on the wind. But when she gets a nice up and down set, she likes to hit it across her body down the line.
I just think when, you make her hit what she likes to hit, and you put a defender there, because when she sees that line open, you make a peek down the line.
But even if a defender is there, it's still tough to dig a straight down hit. So in that sense, sometimes you just want to put the blocker in front of her. Or jump into the line or jump into the angle.
6 service errors for the team of McPeak and RC. Montana digs it, but it's wide.
That's a great position by Barbara. She's hit a couple balls right there. Barbara knew exactly where she was going to hit it. Just tough to control. It's a lot of heat.
Right now, off 11.
I think maybe they should switch a little and block Holly's angle.
RC serves. Top one.
RC
serves another one. Service winner for Lisa RC. That's a tough ball to return.
That is a great serve. You can see Lisa serving cross court all the way, turning her wrist to Hanley's right. It's actually really impressive that Hanley even got a hand on that. Or jump into the line or jump into the angle.
6 service errors for the team of McPeak and RC. Montana digs it, but it's wide.
That's a great position by Barbara. She's hit a couple balls right there. Barbara knew exactly where she was going to hit it. Just tough to control. It's a lot of heat.
Right now, off 11.
I think maybe they should switch a little and block Holly's angle.
RC serves. Top one.
RC
serves another one. Service winner for Lisa RC. That's a tough ball to return.
That is a great serve. You can see Lisa serving cross court all the way, turning her wrist to Hanley's right. It's actually really impressive that Hanley even got a hand on that. That's a great serve right on the sideline.
McPeak and RC on a 6-1 scoring run. We'll be back. It's tight. The score 12-10. McPeak and RC in the lead.
It's time. Time to feel young. Time to really get in shape. To build muscle. To get stronger and more flexible. It's time to lose fat permanently. To look better, feel better, and have more energy. It's time to turn back the clock by weightlifting with SoloFlex. Now's the perfect time to call SoloFlex for your free brochure and video.
Randy Johnson is the 1995 Cy Young Award winner, and he did it with help from the Nolan Ryan Pitching Clinic.
I felt ball foot to ball foot helped me quite a bit, too, by having my momentum go towards home plate.
Learn the absolutes of pitching with Nolan and Randy as they demonstrate practical tips, drills, and exercises designed for the serious baseball player.
I feel the information that you receive out of this video will make you a better coach or player.
Order your copy of the award-winning Nolan Ryan Pitching Clinic for only $19 during this limited time offer. Call now.
We're back to the Austin Open outside Austin on the shores of Lake Travis, and as you've mentioned, you have said players have their butts in the sand several times. There's someone with their butts in the sand. Gotta dig in when you're defending against Lisa Arce. Been hammering the ball in this match and serving well, and that's the reason they're up 12-10 right now.
I need the side out.
Arce serves.
I got it. Right there.
Another tough serve by Arce gives them their 13th point.
That's really tough to handle. It's a great serve by Lisa. As you can see, Hanley was calling the ball out. Barbara ended up, oh God, there's the yellow card by Hanley.
Yep. Don't mess with the equipment. Hanley very frustrated. They were in control of this match early on. What a run McPeak and Arce have been able to make.
I think Arce just put a lot of pressure on Fontana Hanley with her serving. And as you saw, I think Hanley was trying to call that ball out, and I'm not quite sure if it was out. But it kind of puts a little doubt in Barbara's mind whether she should pass it or what. So I think that's what kind of made her not have as much control as she would have liked.
But lucky for Fontana and Hanley, the sun is out, the wind has died down. We'll be back with more of our championship final after this.
Take strokes off your game, guaranteed.
Jack Nicklaus's personal technique that helps straighten slices.
Take strokes off your game, guaranteed.
Dave Peltz's revolutionary technique that has even the pros putting more accurately.
Take strokes off your game, guaranteed.
Get out of sand without sweat. Greg Norman's Earth Mover secret shows you how, guaranteed. Now take 2, 3, 4, even more strokes off your game with the secrets you'll get in your free issue of Golf Magazine.
Take strokes off your game, guaranteed.
Master teacher Jim McLean's simple secret to longer, straighter tee shots every time. Call now to get your free issue of Golf Magazine, plus receive your free Golf Magazine umbrella. Shoot lower, play better, or you don't pay. That's the Golf Magazine guarantee. Call now for your free no-obligation issue of Golf Magazine. If you decide to subscribe, get 11 more issues, 12 in all, for just $16.97. Plus this Golf Magazine umbrella free with your paid subscription. Call now.
Texas, it has been a fabulous final. 4 ties. But right now, McPeak and Arce are up 13-10 as Lisa Arce serves.
Okay, that's a big break.
Side out.
Possible momentum switch for Fontana and Hanley.
These guys really need to get the 2 points. 2 points on this side. They don't want to go over the bad side, losing 14-11.
That's a break.
Point number 11.
McPeak's hit is long.
13.
Fontana and Hanley pick up number 11. They're down by 2. Another short set to McPeak. That play works well for them, a quick set.
Well, you know what a quick set does is it doesn't give much time for the defense to move. Just because the set is in the air for such a small period of time, Holly has to make a really fast shot.
And considering so many teams are playing 2 down on Holly now, making it tougher for her to hit the ball, it's got to be a big advantage.
Yes, definitely.
McPeak to serve.
There you go, Barb.
Nice shot by Fontana for the side out.
It's a nice set by Linda. Sets Barbara up for the easy play in the high line. And once again, it's tough to go over Lisa high line, and I think that's why Holly's on Barbara's angle.
Fontana serving.
Barbara Fontana to serve. They trail 13-11. I think there's yes. Fontana with the ace.
13, Lake Travis, come on.
Holly McPeak just missed that. You can almost hear her fingernails tip the ball.
You know, I think that serve looked like it started in, and then it went out. It had a kind of a wicked knuckleball on it.
That was a very wicked serve. You saw McPeak parallel to the ground, just trying to touch the thing, and that gives Fontana and Henley their 12 points. They trail by 1.
Do you think about spring cleaning year-round? Is your garage eligible for disaster relief? And how many wind-up monkeys do you really need? Channel 6, the community marketplace Screensaver Classified says don't scrap it, sell it. Whether it's a sports car or sports gear, a TV or a PC, our classified guides can help you sell effectively. You can even find something or someone to help you with that spring cleaning. Call 1-888-A-WANT-AD right now. Advertise on Channel 6, the Screensaver Classifieds. It's classified advertising without the ink.
For the past 15 years, CNN headline news has captured unforgettable moments.
The flight of terror ended.
From tragedy
A huge fireball was visible from the ground.
to triumph,
A mammoth rescue effort paid off.
through conflict
Another Patriot launch just now.
and in controversy.
A grim day for OJ.
CNN headline news, bringing you the world for 15 years, 30 minutes at a time.
Headline News is sponsored in part by Grand Prize Barbecue, now with 3 locations. Grand Prize Barbecue.
The score 13-12. McPeak and RC up by 1. Linda Hanley chucked her glasses once, got them back on. Been a frustrating match for her. They have played really well. Barbara Fontana. Fabulous defensive match for her.
Both her and Holly have had a great defensive match.
Barbara Fontana serving.
I really think Barbara and Linda have to stay steady and be
minutes.
patient right here and not expect their points to come quick.
Fontana to serve. Serve is long. It's a side out for McPeak and RC.
That's a tough serve to go with the wind. That's probably why you're seeing a lot of long serves on that side.
That's right. McPeak and RC have moved to the good side.
These guys better be ready to pass this ball.
Oh, you called it, Liz. You called it. What a serve by Lisa RC.
That's a great serve. High into the wind, all the way to the back line. She takes that ball really, really high, puts it all the way to the back line, and you just don't know whether it's in or out. You don't know whether the wind's going to push it back down.
Lisa RC serving for match point. They're up by 2. RC with 6 service winners. What a great serving match she has had.
That's a smart timeout. Give her a little time to think about her next serve. It's a point game. Time to think about how you're going to side out.
RC serving for the match.
Right there. Nobody line.
Yes. Fontana hits the line.
Says not yet. Side out.
I think Lisa could have had that had it not hit the tape. She was right there, and I think by hitting the tape, it kind of made it go a little bit deeper than she expected.
Really throws you off defensively. Tape balls.
Well, she dove before the ball even hit the phone.
Hanley with a deep serve.
Right there, reach line. Go!
RC cranks it.
See, Lisa keeps the defense guessing. She hits cross court, wants them to dig, and then she throws in a high line. That's how you keep the defense guessing.
14-12.
Holly McPeak serving for the match.
There you go, Bob. Nobody!
Montana hammers it right at Archie.
handles, side out.
That's a nice aggressive swing by Barbara.
Fontana and Hanley have hit so well in this match. Fontana 14 kills, Hanley 20. No hitting errors.
No hitting errors?
No, 0.
That's very impressive.
Hanley, 20 kills, no errors.
This goes to show you most of the points are off the serve.
Mm-hmm. Now, the level of play in this match has been very high.
Side out, RC to serve.
McPeak hammers it home for the side outs. McPeak and RC serving for their third match point.
Holly typically hits deep, and I think the defense needs to have their hands up. Hopefully try and get one of those balls up.
Right there, nobody cross. Go,
Montana.
Montana, one across court.
Okay, they've tried 3 times to win the match off of Barbara. What do you think? Do they switch it?
Gee, I don't know.
Hanley serving.
But, you know, I think Lisa's just going back there and serving tough.
Into Hanley to serve.
Holly, cut. Go, honey.
Hanley playing some defense.
Nobody up.
Kaboom!
Hanley 13, 14, a 1.
Gotta get a block up on her. That was a great set.
Yeah, I think that Hanley read her very well. And I don't know if there's a little confusion who should have stayed up on that, but it looks like a ball that should have been blocked.
Obviously some confusion.
Yeah.
You don't want to give her a naked net with a set like that.
Cut. No! Get there, line. No!
Ball just fails to clear. That's a side out. So
Nice read by Hanley on the cut.
13.
Nice read by Hanley. That's a side out for McPeak and RC. They're up by 1. Our score, 14-13.
14-13, McPeak serving.
Right there, partner. Line.
Fontana finds the hole.
Side out. Montana.
Fontana has been so fine in her execution.
13, serving 14.
So that was Hanley's first hitting error. I think maybe you should have tested her again.
Yes.
By serving her.
Go back at her.
No one.
McPeak delivers.
I guess Holly didn't like the fact that Hanley picked up both her last shots, so she decided to swing.
Lisa RC back to serve. Serving for match point. This is their 5th attempt. That's on. RC almost digs it up.
Hanley with the pull-away.
A lot of poise, a lot of patience being displayed by Fontana and Hanley right now.
23rd kill of the match.
That was a good execution. Blocker line, digger angle, almost worked. Just a little too much heat by Hanley.
Hanley picks up her 23rd kill of the match.
You're off to no middle.
Great dig. Chance for a point here. Fontana is dug.
No one, read.
Top reach for Hanley. The wins with that set. You can see it. She has tied things up to score 14-14.
That was a tough one for Hanley to get up and swing. It was going away from her towards the other side of the net, so she had to just stick her hand out and poke it over.
Yeah, you can see the ball drifting away from her. And Fontana and Hanley have tied things up. It's our 5th tie of the match. What a final we have going. Don't go away.
So you're building that deck with Time Life to help you along. You might want to add some built-in benches. Page 50. It's your deck. Do what you want. Hey, how about a brick patio? Guaranteed weed-proof. Page 103. and a lot easier on your checkbook than some contractor would be.
Save big bucks with home repair and improvement. Order decks, porches, and patios for just $1.99 and get kitchens free.
Those new countertops sure look good, and doing it yourself probably saved a bundle. So you can do that built-in recycling bin she wanted. At Home Repair's got so many ways to add new storage and convenience and fix just about anything. Like that cracked flooring, page 25. Nice work, and she'll probably think you spent all day.
With Home Repair, you get professional results at do-it-yourself prices, satisfaction guaranteed. Call now to get 2 books for $2. Use your credit card to order decks for just $1.99, and you'll get kitchens free.
With Home Repair and Improvement, once you get started, there's no telling what you'll do. And for a fraction of what you'd pay a professional, not to mention looking like a real hero around the house. So why don't you give them a call now? They'd probably love to hear from you.
Call 1-800-423-2121 to get 2 books for only $2. Use your credit card to order decks, porches, and patios, and you'll get kitchens free. Or send check or money order for $1.99 plus $3.95 shipping to Home Repair, P.O. Box 4943, Department H, Omaha, Nebraska.
All right, gang, while you're on the roll, let's see all you got.
This is where we are at the WPVA junction. Off the shore of Lake Travis, outside Austin, Texas, is a hot one here. Our final tied at 14-14. McPeak and RC went on a 7-1 run.
Linda Hanley
back
serving.
in this match. It has been tight. Hanley to serve.
Good.
Great serve.
On time, no one.
Just wide.
McPeak's hit is wide.
Championship point.
Fontana and Hanley go
Number
up
1 for Fontana Hanley.
Takes a lot of pressure off of Barbara and Linda. Even if they don't get this next point and win the game, they still can switch sides onto the good side at 15-all.
Serving for the match, Linda Hanley.
Another great serve.
That's a great play by Holly McPeak. Deep pokey, nobody near it.
All the way in the deep corner. Even if you were to dig that, that's a hard ball to transition all the way from the corner, all the way up to the net with the wind blowing to the other side. So it's a smart shot by Holly.
Holly McPeak serving. They're down 15-14.
Championship match. Carlos and Charlie's Lake Travis. 3rd year we've been here. Every
Should they
year.
serve here, Les?
Bigger
I should
and
just go back
better.
and rip it into the wind, high in the middle. Both these players are steady side-out players, so.
There you go.
Crafty.
Fontana
picked up the side out.
Defense. Side out.
It's a good choice by Lisa to stay up there because the ball seemed to be blowing a little towards her because of the wind.
Serving.
Tight to the net.
Barbara Fontana back to serve. She's serving for match point number 2.
Right there. Come on.
RC down the line.
RC finds the hole.
Lisa's just going back and forth. She's hitting cross-court angle, hard, then high line. Cross-court angle, hard, high line. And she's really mixing it up.
Our score 15-14. Fontana and Hanley in the lead. Fontana and Hanley looking for their first tournament win of the season. McPeak and RC looking for number 3.
Get your arms out.
No one.
Save.
McPeak gets there. Nice set by Fontana. Hanley just gets a piece of the line. Side out for Fontana and Hanley.
Smart shot, too, by Linda. She's keeping Holly guessing.
Hanley back to serve for match point. Their 3rd attempt. Deep to the court. Side out for McPeak and RC. What a match this has been. 5 ties. McPeak and RC serve for the match 5 times. Fontana and Hanley 3.
Cross!
Chance for a point here for McPeak and RC. Yeah, they get one. They tie it up. 15-15. In case you're wondering, the longest match in WPVA history was last year in Newport, Rhode Island. Fontana and Hanley against Kirby and Reno. The score 22-20. Right now, we've got 15-15 on center court.
You got an international calling plan with one flat rate, but...
Hello, we're not in right now. Please leave a message.
no one's home during the week to enjoy it.
Hey, sorry I missed you. Leave a message at the beep.
Here's a plan that makes more sense. Introducing a great new rate from Sprint Sense International on weekends. 10 cents a minute to the UK and Canada. Call now and get this incredible rate to the UK all weekend long.
Hello. Hi, Mom. Hello, dear. I'll run and get your father. Granny! Oh, wait. Say hello to the kids first. All right.
And get the same low 10-cent rate to Canada.
Hello? Hey, look who's home.
Of course, it's Sunday. The game's on.
Oh, yeah.
You'll also get Sprint's famous dime-a-minute domestic rate. Call now and find out about Sprint's great rates to other countries, too. Finally, incredible rates at convenient times for you and the people you call. For 10 cents a minute to the UK and Canada all weekend. Call now. 1-800-293-2844. Sign up for Sprint Sense dime-a-minute rate now, and your evenings and weekends will never be the same again.
So I'm heading home from work, and suddenly, I'm in the dime zone. All at once, everyone's dog is getting off my lawn. The leaves start blowing into someone else's pool. And best of all my long-distance calls are just 10 cents a minute.
With Sprint Sense, you're in the dime zone. Every weeknight from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and all weekend long. So call now and get that great dime-a-minute rate when it makes the most sense. When you and the people you're calling have the most time to talk.
It's a typical Saturday morning, but this time, my wife actually enjoys her chat with my mother.
And when you sign up now, you'll also get an extra bonus up to 100 minutes free.
Sunday afternoon, my friends drop by and my wife insists they stay for lunch. My daughter even lets me use the phone.
Sign up for Sprint Sense dime-a-minute rate now and get up to 100 minutes free. Call now, 1-800-896-1010.
On the good side.
You know, I'm really impressed by Barbara and Linda. That was the first time someone's won the side change on that bad side. It really kept them in the game.
A lot of poise shown by Fontana and Hanley. Hanley hits it long. Only her second leading error of the match.
Let's see if they go back to her.
25 kills. Should they?
Absolutely. After someone makes a hitting error like that, you have to go back to them.
McPeak serving for the match. It's long.
A little bit long. Side out.
You know, I was wrong. That is the good side, and actually they had to get that 3-2 switch. Barbara and Linda on that side.
Barbara Fontana down by a point, 15. Serving.
The side that RC McPeak are on is the bad side.
Fontana to serve.
Here.
I understand.
Execute. Side out.
So they had to get that 3-2 switch on the good side, Barbara and Linda, and that's why they're at 15 all right now.
That's point number 7.
Pressure is on Fontana Hanley on the bad side, while RC McPeak have the point game.
RC to serve for the match. Hanley.
Hanley with the kill.
Hanley has hit so well in this match.
Am I confusing you?
You know what? You are confused. Right now, Fontana and Hanley are on the good side. Yes, they won the side switch on the bad side. But McPeak and RC, right now, up by 1, are on the bad side.
Thank you for clarifying that.
You are
I was
welcome.
right to begin with. I
You were.
never
You were.
corrected myself.
Hanley to serve.
Right there. Right there. And line.
Chance for a point here. And they get it. It's on the line. Fontana and Hanley tied it.
Guess what, game? 5 all game. Again.
Fontana and Hanley are hungry. As we mentioned, 1997's not been a great year for them. A 5th in the first event, 9th in the second, and a 4th last week. They are ripe to win. Hanley with a tough serve down the line. McPeak. Fontana gets there. That's to RC. Oh, that's a great shot by
It's a good time to pull that out.
Yes. And she pulls it out for the 100th side out of the match.
100 for the game.
Lisa hasn't cut in a while, so that's why Barbara was running to her high line.
You really go for it with your serve here. Try to pick up the ace. Do you keep it in? What do you do? 16-16.
I say you go for it.
Rip it. Hanley high over
Hanley
RC.
going high off the block, 4-7.
Nice play by Hanley, challenging Lisa high off the block.
26 kills for Hanley.
Tie ball game.
Only 2 errors.
Barbara Fontana.
That's some hitting, as they say here in Texas. Fontana back to serve. We're tied at 16-16.
Yeah, no one.
Peak. Side out McPeak and RC.
Barbara was right there, right on the spot, but she knew Holly was going to hit right to her.
The serve, 16 all.
What a match. We're tied at 16-16. McPeak and RC serve for the match 5 times earlier. Fontana and Hanley twice. RC with the tough deep serve, and she gets it.
That's some heat.
That is some heat, and nice and deep.
16.
McPeak and RC go up 17-16.
You know, that is a tough serve for Lisa to do when they are on the bad side with the wind, because normally that serve may have been out, but I don't know. I think it was good that Hanley tried to take it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it could have dropped in. You got to play. You can't watch that ball drop.
No.
RC serving for the match. The score 17-16.
I think she's going to go Linda.
Middle. You're right, Linda. Hanley. This could be it. Fontana. How about that defense by Fontana?
Well, more than the defense, Barbara's going to go to her bread and butter. That's the cut.
Got to get there.
Yeah, and you know, actually that was a tough shot. I mean, a tough set to hit that cut on it, and it was, you know, even though we know Barbara likes the cut, the set was about 5 feet off the net. It's a tough shot for her, and I would have given it up just like Lisa did too.
Would you?
Yeah.
Fontana and Hanley have pitched so well. McPeak and RC have been so steady.
Right there, nobody.
That was a great set by McPeak. Getting into the sand to set her partner there.
You see Barbara hugging the line over there because she knows RC has that cutback shot, hard hit.
McPeak and RC once again serving for the match. The score 17-16. This is their 9th try. They go to Fontana.
Right there, Barb. Good line. Come on, you save it.
And that's the match. McPeak and RC win it 18-16.
Champion, RC McPeak. Stick around for just a few more minutes for the awards ceremony.
McPeak and RC pick up their 3rd tournament win of the 97 season.
That was a great fight by Hanley Fontana.
McPeak and RC have won 6 of their last 8 tournaments. Both teams showed a lot of fire, a lot of passion. We did it all desire. McPeak and RC were so steady, showing why they have won 7 of the 11 events they have played in together.
Well, I think that the match could have gone either way. Both teams played incredible defense, served tough, handled the wind very well, and played well as a team. And you see here this last play, Barbara tries to make that cut again that went down the play before, but just missed it a little bit too short. I think that set might have been a little bit deeper than the one before that she made the cut on.
What a time for Fontana to pick up her only hitting error of the match. She was so steady throughout. You could tell a lot of desire on both side of the net. That wraps it up here from Austin, Texas, where McPeak and Arcee have defeated Fontana and Hanley 18-16. Thanks for watching. Until San Diego, I'm Maria Barnes for Liz Massakayan saying
Sports Southwest.